Alrighty, everybody, time to get up and moving. We've got a very damp start to the day. We've had predominantly rain showers ever since yesterday evening, but there have been some instances where snow has mixed in. In fact, a little bit of a dusting I noticed on portions of the sides of the roads on the way into work. That was a few hours ago. We've switched over to mainly rain since, and I do look for kind of a drizzle or light rain to persist here through the morning and early afternoon. There probably can be a time step through the mid to late morning even where we may back down to virtually nothing other than just cloudy skies. So I've got rain/snow to account for a couple snowflakes that can mix in. But these temperatures, they are going to be likely marginally just too warm enough to support any substantial snow around West Michigan for today and likely through the upcoming weekend as well. We've got 34 in GR, 32 in Ionia, so I can't rule out that there would be a few outlined spots within our viewing area where there could be a slick spot or two, but generally, especially as you go south of 96 towards I-94, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek in the mid-30s with some drizzle and pockets of light rain around. You look westward, you look northwestward, the typical directions for incoming weather, and it continues to be on the mild side. And I'll tell you, looking out over the next 7 to 10 days, no major injections of Arctic air. We'll see when this decides to change. Likely, it looks like it'll have to change into the month of February because we're going to get through January, I do believe, without any more inclement, truly extreme winter weather here across West Michigan. Rain and snow showers today. I think predominantly rain, though there can be, as I say, a snowflake or two mixing in. There'll be a few snow showers over the weekend, folks. More on that to come. Mild weekend temperatures, though, overall in the mid-30s and no big winter storms. It doesn't look like on this 7-day extended forecast that we have at the end of our show here. I'll get to that in a second as well. The overall pattern for the next couple of weeks does continue to indicate that the entirety of the lower 48 will be running above normal. We're getting these Pacific injections of air crossing the country as opposed to air flowing in out of Canada. So that's the reason why we're maintaining at least average temperatures, if not above average, it seems, for the most part this winter season. We've got these green colors that are being shoved northward with time from Indiana and Ohio. Yesterday we had the snowflakes in the morning, got a little dusting, that melted, and then it was more of just drier weather conditions into the afternoon before we picked up some additional light rains in the overnight. And there you can see it, embedded purple colors showing you where there may be a snowflake or two trying to show up. Now, there are winter weather advisories not that far away across the lake into northern Illinois, including the Chicago area, for some snow that can materialize later tonight into early Saturday. And we'll see how this comes about on the RPM model. As I talked about, mid to late morning, there's probably going to be a lull where it's just some drizzle. And that'll carry into the early afternoon before a new slug of moisture comes up from Indiana and Ohio and heads pretty much from south to north across our viewing area. We'll be wet this evening. If you're planning to go out, have the umbrella ready to go. But keep in mind, these are all green colors, so no snow accumulating. Eventually, some cooler air does wrap in through the day on Saturday, but we're likely going to be in kind of a dry slot first half of the weekend. Probably can be a few flurries or a snow shower from time to time, but I think the temps are going to be in mid-30s again tomorrow, so I don't see anything really stacking up into Sunday. Yeah, the system's slowly clawing out of here. The models continue to show something on the order of an inch or an inch and a half of snow, but with the temps so mild as they are at the surface, much of that or most of it's going to be melting. And check this out. Where's the cold air? We continue in the 30s right on through next week.
Well, the Trump